What if your enemy doesn't want to destroy you, but simply sees you as non-existing?
We built gods of steel to protect our temples of concrete. We threw the full might of our technological gods at it, and it absorbed our fire.
The journey to this end began on a day when the sky changed. It did not arrive in fire and smoke. It arrived like a thought, a single black dot in the mind of the planet.
7 billion minds asked the same question, but the universe answered with absolute silence.
We pointed our greatest eyes at it, only to realize it was looking back.
It defied every law of physics we knew. It wasn't matter. It was a negation. From above, it looked like an ink stain, a flaw in the master's perfect painting. The first sign wasn't thunder, but a chemical whisper from the sky.
It was then we understood. This rain wasn't meant to nurture, but to rewrite.
The planet itself began to dream in a language we could not comprehend, etching impossible geometries into the sands of time.
We threw a stone into the abyss, hoping to hear an echo.
But there was no bottom. The darkness simply swallowed our pebble and did not even ripple.
To it, our ultimate weapon was just a fleeting firework. It had observed enough. The research phase was over.
From its heart, it released the first tool, not a bomb, but a seed, not a weapon, but a scalpel.
Its technology did not defy physics. It commanded it. The place it chose was not a city. It was a wilderness.
It didn't come to destroy. It came to take root.
And from the death of an old world, a new ecosystem began to sprout.
It's terraforming the planet.
This is an invasion. Narrator.
Finally, we understood. This was not a visit. It was a replacement.
And then, the other scalpels began to fall.
Humanity chose to answer with fire and steel.
All units, engage at will.
Our angels of titanium rose to meet the demons from the void.
We hurled our man-made lightning at them.
But they simply raised a helmet and caught the thunder.
On the ground, our guardian giants awoke. The fire of Prometheus against the geometry of the cosmos.
Its shield has a cycle. Engage when it strobes. In every divine machine there is a mortal flaw. That was our hope.
A needle to the heel of Achilles.
For the first time, we made a god bleed. We found a way. Concentrate fire.
And for a brief moment, we believed David could fell Goliath.
The Excalibur of the technological age was pulled from the stone. A victory for humanity, a scar for the planet.
But we forgot. Mythological creatures do not die so easily.
You
cannot kill an idea with a bullet. You cannot destroy a concept with an explosion.
They're evolving.
They weren't fighting us. They were learning from us.
The game had changed. Now, the hunter was the prey.
Fallen angels, stripped of their thunderous wings.
Our giants fought bravely, but they stood alone. We have one option left. Prepare SOL's hammer. When all the lesser gods had fallen, we had no choice but to pray to the greatest.
We gathered the light of a star to forge a spear of our own.
The heart of our technological monster began to beat.
Even the mindless machines felt the judgment coming from the stars.
The abyss was also looking up, waiting.
Fire! Narrator! Narrator!
The final punch of humanity.
For a moment, we became a shooting star, lighting up our own night. The spear of Zeus, on its way to punish the blasphemer.
But the blasphemer was not afraid. It opened its eye to receive the gift.
Like a river flowing into the ocean, our fire was swallowed whole.
The spear had been thrown. The warrior's hand was now empty.
We didn't kill it. We fed it.
And it returned our kindness with a sigh.
The steel souls of our machines were extinguished.
Broken-winged angels falling from heaven.
The guardian giants returned to their eternal sleep.
The artificial fire we had kindled for centuries was snuffed out in a single breath.
The throne of our greatest god was now just a cold tomb.
The war was over. Not with a bang, but with the flip of a switch.
An epic buried beneath the waves. Silence returned.
After clearing the canvas, the artist began to sketch the first lines.
The planet's palette was being remixed. The green lung of the planet was replaced with a luminous one.
The bloodstreams of the earth were purified.
The tombs of ancient kings redecorated for a new one. The defensive wall of an empire becomes the jewelry of a planet. The cradle of life was replaced with a new medium. New cities rose from the abyss.
A city of water now, a city of light.
Our concrete jungle was returned to nature. A new nature.
The guardian god became a statue in the conqueror's garden.
planet's thermal balance was reset. The mountains of fire no longer spewed destruction, but creation.
The sky was no longer a filter. It was a canvas, wiped clean and painted a new, permanent color.
A new day and a new night were defined.
Its beauty.
The first inhabitants of the new world began to appear.
A desert, once a symbol of emptiness, was transformed into a landscape of dizzying, crystalline complexity.
A monument to a civilization that once dreamed of touching the stars.
Millions of years of geography, rewritten in a matter of days.
The artist prepares to sign their work.
The planetary machine was restarted. Ozymandias for the modern age.
The canvas was finished. The signature was complete. The artist dot was silent.
Life continues. It is the most cruel and beautiful law of the universe. A new food chain. A new circle of life.
Our machines of war became new homes for life.
And perhaps, somewhere in the ruins, the inheritors of old Earth were still watching.
The circle of life, reborn.
We had always called our world beautiful. We had no idea what the word truly meant.
The artist was still admiring its work.
And it showed us why.
Earth was not the masterpiece. It was just the soil. A nursery for new universes.
Leave your theories below. And remember, the next disaster might be starting from within us.